It's Rebel Radio Rush right there, the spirit of radio, some classic stuff. Except before that, Restless and Wild is a song we heard. Black Label Society, Concrete Jungle, Eight Calakas, Frontera, Trivium did Down from the Sky. I'm Scott Davidson. We are now joined live. Our good friend, Chloe Trujillo from the band Blvd of Eyes. Chloe, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It was great. I had so much fun when you came in town. Well, actually for Metallica too in August. But when you came in town about a year ago, you played Livewire and you had an art exhibit. What was the name of that place? What was the name of that place?
Oh, the Sideshow Gallery.
Man, that was cool.
So much fun. And I'm planning to come back.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, because I just created a third deck of cards. You know, I've created Oracle cards, and kind of similar to tarot, you know, reading cards. And because Sideshow Gallery has that whole, like, they have a tarot reading room, and they have this whole, like, kind of mystical store, esoteric store linked to the gallery. So we're talking about doing the launch of the cards, my third deck of cards over there. So sometime in the fall, and I hope to come back and play Livewire
Awesome.
again.
Oh, yeah, it's a blast. Livewire you played?
Oh, it was so fun. Yeah.
And I was really excited about the art exhibit. You guys had like a 2-day thing there. Very cool. And you had so many different things. Man, how do you find the time to do all these different art stuff you do?
Yeah, that's a good question. I get quite often because.
Yeah, wow.
But you know, one thing feeds the other. I feel like the art feeds the music, and the music feeds the art. So
cool.
I kind of create a both in that sense. Like it's kind of how it works for me. So and I feel that the one needs the other. Like the music needs the art, and the art needs the music in my creative space, like the way I work. And there's nothing better than when I get to go someplace and I get to do both. I did the same thing in Paris, where I had my art in a museum there and the opening, and then us, Blvd of Eyes, we get to play the Hard Rock Cafe over there.
I saw that in a video. That's cool.
Yeah, so similar in Chicago, you know, we get to do the art and the music, and I love when that works that way, you know.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
Very cool. And we got to see you play at Livewire, like you said. And then the art exhibit was a couple days long, and it wasn't boring at all. It was totally fun, both days, right? I mean, there's no lulls. You got your excitement all the time.
Yeah, no, it was really, really a great time, and I can't wait to come back to Chicago. It was so fun. And
we're looking like fall 25. Is that right?
Yeah. I'm like looking at dates because my calendar is filling up pretty quickly, and I'm trying. I was thinking September, but now maybe I'm looking at early October because you know, I'm also launching also design clothes, and then there's the September is kind of like the New York Fashion Week, the market for that, and so maybe I have to go there before. I'm trying to fit it in, but yeah, in the fall of 25.
Fall 25. We'll let our listeners know as soon as we know. You got a show in Florida. Now, we're on the web. We're one of the first stations in the world. I'm going against all these, you know, multi-million-dollar, stations, billion-dollar stations. And we were on the web streaming before them. It's crazy. Back in 1994. Cool. 1994, we were streaming. So we got people listening in Florida, all over the place. Where's your show you're playing in Florida? Is it June 5th, you said?
Yeah, June 5th in Tampa, Florida at the Brass Mug. I've never been to Tampa. I've never been, I mean, I've been to Florida, but I've been like Miami, Hollywood, and Orlando. So I'm excited to visit Tampa, and we're so excited to play there. And we just recorded a new song. It's not out yet, but we're adding a new song to the set list.
Cool.
So come check us out at the Brass Mug.
The Brass Mug. I just drove by. I was in Florida in March, and I was driving back like a U-Haul, like big like a semi truck. So I wanted to start the Brass Mug, but like I got a 2-day drive ahead of me. I'd better just keep going. It was a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
It's like a Tuesday, so nothing was going on anyway. I looked it up, but I drove right by the Brass Mug, the expressway on it. So I know where it's at, but I've never been there yet. But a lot of metal shows there.
Yeah, that's because I didn't know about it. It's Kevin, our guitar player. He's played in Florida a bunch of times. I think he was in a band they were based in Florida, so he knows all the people, the venues, and everything. And I guess there's a lot. Yeah, it's a metal kind of venue. Lots of cool shows, lots of cool bands that played there.
Oh yeah,
So we're excited.
The list goes on and on. Now out there, are you doing art too and the band, or just the band this time?
No, just the band this time. It's a short trip. I'm gonna stay the day after to watch my son and my husband play, because they play Tampa the day after, and then we play on the Thursday night. They play Friday night, and then they play Sunday night.
Oh, cool.
So, and then I'll get home after that.
Of
I
course.
got a lot of. I'm painting 2 guitars. For charity right now, so, and then the due dates are mid-June, so I'll have to head home and finish the work.
So you said you're painting 2 guitars right now. How do you do that? How is painting a guitar different from the art you normally do?
Well, actually, I love painting on guitars, and I do different mediums on guitar. This time is paint, acrylic paint. And, but I've also done wood burning, where you burn in the wood, and I've done a bunch of guitars for Robert. I did one for Jerry Cantrell of Alice in Chains.
Cool. Wow.
I did a few guitars for different people. And, but this time is for charity. So one guitar is, with, the band 311, and the other guitar is for the band Sublime, but it's all going to go to charity. They're going to auction it off. I don't have all the details. I just know that I started painting one last week, and I just received the second guitar today. So, and so I'm gonna, I'll post all this information on my Instagram account. I posted one picture of the guitar I started, and these 2 are acoustic guitars. So I have not ever painted on an acoustic guitar before, so this is a first for me, but it's super fun. And it's not really different as it is different because you have to prep different as if you're painting on a canvas, but other than that, it's just a fun shape to paint on, and knowing that it's an instrument is pretty cool.
That's totally cool, and it's for a great cause. And I would think that acoustic guitar might be different than electric guitar.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's because the wood is thinner and it's a hollow body, so I also have to be careful of not putting too much, like something that will not affect the sound and the resonance of the guitar. So I'm just, being a little bit more technical there with the acoustic.
Now with acoustic, would you say maybe start with a different acoustic so you get the idea of doing it, or are you just going to dive right in and do the acoustic you're doing?
I already dove right in.
Okay.
But, I'm.
No problem there. All right, so Florida. Yeah. So Robert, of course, is playing with Metallica. And now your son's playing. Is he playing like last time? I went and saw him at the House of Blues, and we were hanging with Robert in the booth. I told him that I interviewed you and talked to you, and he was totally cool, like he always is. I've met him before. Never not cool. You married the coolest guy in the world, by the way. I'm not saying that. I mean, being honest, I met him at Liars Club, 20 years ago. Always cool. Yeah. So he's playing on, like they always do. They play on Friday, they take Saturday off and Sunday. Is your son playing on Saturday like he did here in Chicago, or what's he playing this time?
He's playing. Yeah, he's playing with Suicidal. So they're
Suicidal Tendencies. That's right. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
So he's playing the Saturday.
That is awesome. So Robert, of course.
Friday, I think. I forget which day it is. I think
they're playing Friday. They're playing
Friday,
one. Yeah.
And then they have Saturday off, and then it's a different opener on the Sunday for Metallica.
That's smart. That's smart for Metallica. Get different openers for each night, and it gets different people. So very cool. So he'll be playing with Suicidal Tendencies, and of course your husband played in Suicidal Tendencies, and I saw a video where they both were playing like maybe 8 months ago. I'm not sure when it was, but it was they're both playing with Suicidal Tendencies. That was so cool.
Oh yeah, I think it's when was it in Phoenix?
I think so.
Because
yes,
I forgot which band it was, but they couldn't play, and so Suicidal was asked to open for that one show for Metallica, and then they invited Robert on stage to join for one song, and I forgot which song it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot which song it was, but yeah, so they played together on one song.
That is so cool. He's opening for his dad at this in front of what 60, 70, 80,000 people. That is awesome.
Yeah.
You gotta be a proud mom, right?
No, that's so funny. Yeah. It's of course. I mean, I've been a proud mom ever.
Yeah.
For a long time because he's accomplished so much.
Now, I saw him, I was telling you before, so Metallica played August 9th with Pantera on a Friday. Saturday, the Sons was playing at the House of Blues. James Hetfield's son, your son, and we were in the opera box with Robert and our friend Gene Ambo, who's a photographer. You know Gene.
Yeah, I know Gene.
Oh, yeah. And we're sitting there watching. Man, what a great bass player. I mean, did Robert teach him, or is he? How did?
No, he's self-taught.
Self-taught.
Robert,
wow.
Yeah. He's even better than Robert on certain techniques. Like I don't know, but he's self-taught. He's he's awesome. I know he plays all the time, and he's played hours and hours every day for many years, and
He also played with Korn too, right? Korn.
Yeah, when he was 12, he replaced Blvd on the South America tour. So, and that's the same thing. He learned from a Korn CD because Robert was not even home to teach him or
He's on the road,
help him out, like he was on tour. So, yeah.
That's awesome. So we got and he's playing in Florida, Metallica and Suicidal Tendencies. That is awesome. And then and you're playing. What night are you playing? Are you playing the night in the middle, or are you playing when are you playing?
No, I'm playing the Thursday.
Thursday.
Night.
Oh, the pre.
So
that's a pre-party.
Before that.
That could be the pre-party.
Before they're even in town. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, we had to make it work for everyone, and you know how it is to have a band, and everybody has a schedule, everybody has stuff going on, and so it's great. So we play Thursday night, and then we're gonna enjoy their show on the following day, on the Friday night, and then and then I'm gonna hope to visit a little bit of Tampa and see what's around. I've always wanted to visit Tampa, so this is going to be the great occasion.
Excellent. You got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Scott Davidson live talking to our good friend Chloe Trujillo. She is playing in the band Blvd on June 5th, right?
Yes, that's right.
At the Brass Mug in Tampa Bay. Now, you also told me off the air that you have a new music for your solo project, you solo, and describe to our listeners about that.
Yes, so I wrote a bunch of songs during COVID, and I released a bunch of songs during COVID. But so I still have a stash of songs that I want to release, and I finally recorded 4 of those, like finalized, and I'm excited. They're full-on metal songs. It's an EP of 4 songs total, and I'm not sure when I'm going to release. I'm now planning when is a good time to release. I would like to shoot maybe a couple music videos before, and then kind of release single by single. But I'll keep you posted on that. Yes, go ahead.
That's the way they've been doing. A lot of bands are doing it now, just one song at a time, right?
Yeah. And so I'd love to have music videos that kind of tell a story. So, by the way, today also I released a new music video. If you want to check out my YouTube channel, it's Chloe Trujillo on YouTube.
Okay.
I have a new, just released today. I haven't even had time to promote it in any way. It's been so busy, but it's good. It's good to be busy, I guess.
And this is your solo project? The video today, or is it?
It's an old song it's an old song called Fairy Tale, and that one is definitely not metal. It's kind of like a kind of a slower tempo song. But yeah, you can check out my YouTube channel anyway, because I have a bunch of music videos for my own projects and also Boulevard of Ice music videos on there. So it's pretty cool. But yeah.
Very cool. Chloe, when you're writing a song, is it different for writing a song for Boulevard of Eyes compared to your solo stuff? Yes.
Yeah, totally. Well, because Boulevard of Ice were a band, so all four of us write together.
Okay.
And we bounce ideas off each other and all this. And then when I do my solo stuff, it's just me. So I like doing both. I like the collaboration, and I also like being in my own space and kind of doing what I want. But there's good and bad in both technique. Like it's great. I love the process of both ways of writing. The only thing when you're on your own, you don't really have feedback from anybody. I'm like on my own, doing my own thing. All the songs I've written on my own just to kind of, feed my soul that way, and do the collaboration with Boulevard of Ice, separately.
Now your solo stuff, who plays guitar, drums, and bass?
Well, for writing, it's me, but I'm not such a great, multi-instrumentalist. So I have this producer that did, that plays all the instruments. So my friend Jake, he produced the EP, and he plays all the instruments on it.
Very cool. So that could be maybe fall, or not sure when it's released, the first song.
I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I want to release it pretty soon. Maybe at least one song, probably in the fall, and then maybe the second song in the winter or something like that. I want to release that material at least a couple of songs before the end of the year. So that could be a great plan.
Chloe, are there any song titles or like album EP titles at all yet that you give us?
For my solo project, yes, yeah. The EP is going to be called Rebirth.
Rebirth, okay.
So song titles. There's one song that's called As the Sky is Falling Down. Another song's called Lies. I'm drawing a blank here. Yeah, there's 4 songs. Sorry, it's been such a busy morning. I'm like drawing blanks on. But yeah, these are the 2 songs that I plan to release first: Lies and As the Sky is Falling Down.
Now, when you have a song and it's finished, you ever go to Robert and say, "Hey, I want your opinion on this," or no?
I ask, like for this EP, the songs were already done, but we were mixing the songs. So I did ask Robert, when he came, he's on tour, so it's hard, but he was back for a few days a couple weeks ago, and we were driving, and I asked, I said, hey, can I play you those songs and you can tell me what you think of the mix? And so, first of all, he was blown away because he didn't think I was writing anything metal.
Cool.
And I was like, I listen to metal all the time. Like, it's, of course. He's like, oh my God, yeah. But yeah, so I asked for his feedback regarding the mix, but he really loved the songs. He said he was blown away, and he really liked the little different characters I put in my vocals.
Cool.
Because I use screaming, I use clean vocals, I use like a bunch of different,
you mix it up.
Ways to express myself vocally on those songs. So fun. I had a lot of fun recording them.
Where do you get your ideas for lyrics? Is it everyday life? Is it you see a movie or something and you get an idea? Where's your ideas?
It's these songs in particular, because they were written during COVID, and you'll know what I mean when they're released and you'll see the lyrics, because it really was inspired by like everyday life that we during COVID times. But it depends. I often have lyric ideas when I am painting. That's why I said in the beginning that the art and the music, for me, they feed one another. They always work together. And yeah, they just come. yeah, that's how I get inspired through, I think, through life around me and what goes on, and through the art I'm painting.
This is Rebel Radio. Scott Davidson talking to our good friend Chloe Trujillo. I watch you on Instagram all the time. You and Robert got some really cool picture ideas and stuff. That's awesome. And the whole family, you get go on vacation and stuff. So I sort of like, follow you on Instagram, of course. We're looking for hopefully a show here in Chicagoland and maybe Livewire in the fall, and another time at the for the art too, right?
Yeah, Sideshow Gallery in Chicago. Yeah.
Now when you brought a lot of stuff. Do you bring it to the plane or you ship it over by mail? How do you do that?
Yeah, usually, well, it depends what the plan is, but yeah, usually you get everything shipped in advance.
Okay.
Because the art, everything needs to be installed before I get
Before you get there. Okay.
So, yeah.
So that'd be the same thing this time. They ship it and they get it all set up. You walk in and it's ready to go.
Yeah, usually that's how
Because you had a lot of different stuff. I mean, it was amazing how much different art you had. And how can our listeners buy some art? Say they're not living in Chicago and they can't make it in the fall. How could they?
Well, on my website, I have a little shop link, and then you go on there and you can see everything from clothing, from art prints, anything, and you can order and internationally even, because you mentioned like if people are listening from other
overseas,
countries.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, international shipping and then if there's something that you have seen and that's not on the shop, there's a contact page on my website too. So my website is chloetrujillo.com, like, just like how it's spelled.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a contact page there if you're interested in something that you don't see and you've seen on my Instagram or anywhere else, you can always message me that way.
Very cool. Now, you mentioned earlier, of course, you do the vocals. Do you dabble with guitar, bass, or drums at all?
Yeah, well, for writing, for sure.
It helps, right?
I play the piano and I play guitar and I play a little bit of drums. But yeah, for writing purposes, that's what I use. But I don't feel good enough that I want to perform playing an instrument. I'd rather be on vocals. But it's useful. Actually, during COVID, I was playing guitar every day and playing the piano every day. I got so good, and then things reopened, and then I had no time. So, but it's all good.
Will there ever be a band called Trujillo? You got your daughter on drums, your son on bass, you're on vocals. Robert could play. I seen him play a classical guitar, like on a video, and man, was he good!
Yeah.
Holy cow! So,
I keep referring to COVID, but during COVID, actually, because everybody was home.
Yeah.
Touring. Robert and I started playing a lot of covers together, and I would be on guitar, he would be on piano. We would both sing, and sometimes we were thinking, maybe we should just record the stuff or film, at least document the stuff, but we never did. It was just always at random moments and like, yeah, let's play, let's jam. And so, yeah, and a lot of people ask us, like the one time where we played, but it was just the three of us, our daughter Lula on the drums and me on vocals and Robert on bass. And then it was Cesar Soto from Ministry on guitar.
Cool.
But if Ty was on tour at the time, so if Ty was home, then it would have been just a family band. One day we'll do it. Everybody's so busy with their respective projects, it's hard to find the time.
It'd be like the modern day Partridge Family, but you actually play the music.
Yeah. Exactly.
Did you watch that show ever, The Partridge Family? Back was that like 40 years ago, 50 years ago? Crazy, right? It's Rebel Radio. We're talking to Chloe Trujillo. She is in the band Blvd of Eyes. They have a show on June 5th at the Brass Mug in Tampa Bay, Florida. So if you're going to see Metallica on Friday or Sunday, come see Chloe. Come early and see Chloe on Thursday. And it's going to be a cool show at the Brass Mug. And any other shows in the works? You got maybe in the fall, Chicago. Any other possible shows for the band Blvd Device?
Yes. We are actually planning a tour, but I cannot talk too much about this yet because it's we've been approached by a booking agent, so we're going to tour in November. But I'll give you more info. It's another reason for me to come back on your radio.
Awesome, yeah. Anytime.
Yeah, totally. We can catch up in the fall again.
Yes, for sure. Thank you so much. Anything you want? Anything? What question should I have asked you that I didn't ask you?
Oh my God! No, you asked good questions.
Awesome,
I think it's good. I think if you want to stay up to date, like I'm pretty active, very active on Instagram, so I keep stuff posted and updated on there. And that's my name, Chloe Trujillo, and I'm looking forward to coming back to Chicago, play, have some art shows. I think you mentioned everything, and I'll keep you posted on my new EP release.
Awesome. We'll play that when it comes out as well. But right now, we're going to play a song by Blvd Device. Chloe, have you ever been a DJ on the radio or in a club or anything?
I did the Devil's Dozen with Jose Mangan on Sirius XM.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Years ago.
That's cool. So you're a pro already then. Also,
I'm not a pro, but he asked me to pick some songs, so I picked some of my favorite metal songs.
Cool. Now we're gonna play a song called Dahlia. What's that about?
Oh my God. I think you got to listen to it. It's about the backlash that I experienced, talking about real life experience. Some betrayal that I've experienced with who I thought were friends, and it felt like a stab in the back, and it was a pretty ugly experience, and that's what the song is about.
At least you got a song out of the deal, right?
Yes, exactly.
Now, Chloe, thank you so much for calling in. Good luck in Tampa Bay. I hope you have a blast. I'm hoping to see you in the fall. Well, as soon as we know the dates, we'll let our listeners know to make sure we go out there for the show at Livewire or wherever you play, and for the art show as well, too. So thank you so much for calling in. Thanks to Nickelsack Jack for setting up this interview. You're the DJ. I want you to introduce the song we just talked about as your DJ on Rebel Radio, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. And thank you so much for setting up us with the Metallica passes last August, too. That was cool of you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you're the DJ.
Yes, I'm going to DJ. This is Chloe Trujillo from Blvd Device, and you're about to listen to another Blvd Device song called Dahlia. Please enjoy.
That's a great job. Now, also, are you this on your own label? Do you own the material? Because on Facebook, if I played a video on Facebook Live, they take my video down. Is this on a label?
Oh, really?
Yeah. If I interviewed Alice Cooper, as soon as I played Feed My Frankenstein, it was down. It never came back. So this video, now you own the song, and it's not on a label or nothing. It's your own release, right?
We own the song.
So it's okay to play it on Facebook Live then?
It should be absolutely totally okay to play. We own the song.
All right, awesome. Mark Zuckerberg, do not take this video down. Chloe, thank you so much for calling in.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you soon.
Okay, see you soon. Bye.
Bye. It's Rebel Radio with the band that is called Blvd Device. Dahlia on Rebel. Great job, Chloe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have fun in Florida.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Here is Blvd Device. We can play this. Zuckerberg. We're live on Rebel Radio right now with Scott Davidson. Chloe Trujillo just called in. This is her song right here. It's called Dahlia. Cool video. The song has her daughter Lula on drums as well. Chloe Trujillo, Boulevard of Eyes, right here at Rebel Radio. Rebel Radio, that is Boulevard of Eyes right here on the hardest station in the nation, Rebel Radio. We're on AM 1500, FM 92.5, streaming everywhere at rebelradio.com. Thanks again to Chloe Trujillo, Robert Trujillo's wife from Metallica, for calling in live, her second time calling in. We'll set up another one in the fall when she comes back to Chicago. And check out her art online. Amazing work of Eyes. And she's a solo project coming out as well. Busy as hell. Thank you, Chloe, and thanks to Nickelsack Jack for setting up this interview. You got a request? Hit me up, 773-909-0303, as we now jam some Gate Creeper from Arizona. This song's called The Black Curtain on Rebel Radio with Scott Davidson. Thanks for watching live on Facebook. Switch over to rebelradio.com to hear the rest of the show. We got tickets to give away for Rivers of Nil tomorrow night at Reggie's in Chicago. Later.